Hey, welcome to Ask the Agent, where people ask me all kinds of questions about the New York City real estate market. Today's question is currently on the minds of many New York City property owners due to the unusual market and living conditions caused by COVID. The question is, should I sell my condo or convert it to a rental property? The answer, it depends. Both choices have pros and cons, so let's dive a little deeper into the advantages and disadvantages of both. So here's a question I get asked often. Should I sell my home or should I convert it to a rental first? Well, before we start, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel so I know that you're interested in stories like this. Although the New York City real estate market has gone through some changes because of COVID, it's still a high-growth city with great long-term potential. If you've held onto your condo until now, there may be some fantastic benefits to renting it out. Mayor de Blasio recently announced that New York City will reopen by July 1st, and that likely means there will be an influx of renters moving into the city, either returning from places afar or capitalizing on new opportunities in a rebounding city. This creates great cash flow opportunities for those sitting on a vacant apartment. And with interest rates still at record lows, there is plenty of opportunity to restructure your mortgage at a reduced rate and see an eventual profit increase as rental prices begin to rise over time. The bad. Keep in mind, being a landlord comes with responsibilities, especially in New York. You will need a system in place to collect rent, respond to maintenance issues, and potentially deal with major headaches like lawsuits, evictions, and property damages. New York City has strict laws when it comes to protecting tenants' rights, so you may also want to hire a good real estate attorney if you choose to go this route. Renting your property can be a great source of passive income, but it's almost like having a second job. If you aren't prepared to handle the additional responsibility, it's smarter to sell. Even if you have to accept a slight loss, you may end up saving money by avoiding lawsuits and costly eviction proceedings. It all comes down to whether you're truly prepared to become a landlord, both financially and mentally. If you aren't interested in taking on the extra liability, it probably makes sense to sell. Whether you're able to get your money back depends on when you purchased the property in the first place. If you bought the condo 20 years ago or even 10 years ago, there's a good chance you'll get a return on your investment. But if you purchased it right before the pandemic, you may have to accept a loss or wait until the property values turn around. If you are still on the fence, weigh the pros and cons and take stock of the property values in your neighborhood. New York City is going through some changes, which means there is money to be made for savvy investors who know when to act. But there is no shame in cutting your losses or deciding that the benefits of home ownership in a bustling city like New York aren't worth the risks. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and let me know if you have any other questions as it relates to New York City real estate. My name is Mickey from The Modern Agent, and I'll see you on the next Ask the Agent.